Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your mid-April Lenormand reading. My name is Julia Aurelia, and today I'm going to lay out the Lenormand, the large spread, to have a look into every area of life. Before I'm going to start this, I thought this time we can expand this reading a little bit. I do have my Magic Soul Tarot here with me, so I'm going to just pull one card as the overall theme for the upcoming month. So let's start with the tarot, and then we're going to pull the cards from the Lenormand. This is a reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign. Make sure to watch your other placements to get the full picture. Also, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, then just check out your other placements, basically. So we have news coming in. So Princess of, let's see if I can put it over here, if I have enough space then. Princess of Swords. So communication is key. There might be some sort of new communication, new knowledge, new information coming in that are helpful in some shape or form. Maybe you yourself need new information. So it might be that you are researching in order to find new information. It might be that new information is coming to you through some sort of communication, a letter, a phone call. But that's one thing that is going to be important in the upcoming month. This is a mid-April reading. So this is a reading mid-April until mid-May. And it's about decisions. Okay, so there's some sort of decision that is coming towards you. This might even refer to the information that is coming in, because this is the house of the rider, and the house and the rider basically talks about information coming towards you. So there might be some sort of information coming towards you that is related to a decision, to a choice. Maybe because of this information now being with you, you are deciding something yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8. 1 sec. I think I need to just pull this over. Yeah. Okay. So I do feel, because this is your card, no matter of your gender. This is a placeholder. Just erase this image and put your image in here. This is a person you're dealing with. Just erase this person and put the person you're dealing with in here. So this is a person that is already known to you. I can see this because this person is also in your past. And since you are here, it feels like there's a lot from the past that is somehow significant. What I can also see is that this decision is connected to a contract, to a relationship or a partnership. So I need to lay out all of the cards first in order to get the full picture of what's happening. It does seem there's something in the front here. So it does feel like there's something you need to let go of in order for some sort of improvement. Something is gonna get better through letting go, because that's a house of letting go, and there's an improvement. So it does seem like if you are letting go something, life is going to become easier, or it's going to be somehow good for you. Okay. Obviously, since this is the other person, this can be a male or female, doesn't matter of their gender. Like I said, just erase this person. There is the anchor between you. So maybe you're working together. Maybe work is something that connects you. It might be that the two of you are somehow anchored, which could mean that there is a long-term relationship, and between you there's a lot of stability. But somehow connected to work or stability, something is not quite clear, and it seems like there is something blocked for the future, or something is, maybe it's not blocked, but there's something connected to the future that is challenging, and what's connected to it is uncertainty about stability, about maybe, like I said, work. So that's one topic that I can see here. And I would say, since we are already talking about work, and stability. Let's continue with this topic, and then we're just going to move into, that's business, finances, love and relationships, and everything that is connected here to you. So what I can see here is there seems to be something connected to work, which is interesting. There's a letting go process. Something is ending. Something is ending, which also means there's, in a way, a new beginning, because connected to work, you are adjusting to a new direction, or it might be there is a somehow a transition phase connected to work. I can see all the significant energies that tells me, yes, connected to the house and placement work is in, yes, something is not quite clear. And yes, it is connected to something being confused, challenging, connected to the future. But I can see that there's an ending, a new beginning, something new. There could be some sort of new journey connected to your business or your work. For some of you, this can relate to being self-employed. And it might be that this is the energy where it gets confusing. Maybe you're having issues or you're not quite sure, especially in the connection that I see here. It could be quite challenging and stressful, the topic of being self-employed and working alone or working for yourself. And I do see something might even be emotionally challenging when it comes to work. Maybe something is a little bit emotional here, but I also feel like it is connected to challenges in the future and unclarity in some shape or form. And what I can see here is also in the house of work, something could be hard work. So the scythe can talk about hard work that brings in the harvest maybe. But also it tells me there's a clean cut connected to work. Maybe you need to make a clean cut. Maybe you need to step back a little bit, because it's not just about making a cut in that sense. It could talk about shortening something. So maybe you're shortening your work hours. So there's something connected to loss, shortening something, or cutting away something when it comes to work. I can see that there's an important communication connected to work as well, which is interesting. Didn't I say earlier communication is key? So I can see the exact same thing here. Key and communication in business, in work. And what I can see as well is that this is communication connected to the direction something is moving into now, and you might receive some sort of advice. Could be financial advisor, business advisor, could be some sort of coach, etc. So that's something that I can see here. And it might be that another person is somehow involved in this situation. So that's what I can see for business. If I look into the area of love, what I can see here is this is the house of love. So in some shape or form, there's growth. Something is growing in your love life. Basically it's love and things that you love. So technically, since we have love also connected to your business, it might even mean that there's something growing in your life that you love, which could refer A, to a person, or B, could refer to business. It would make sense with business as well, as we can see here. So like I said, important communication connected to business, connected to a transitioning phase, something you're moving towards, a specific goal. And I can see here that work could be something you feel very passionate about or that you love to do. And so for some of you, this is about growth connected to love in terms of your passion, your work. But it could also refer to a person, because this person is in the house of the tree. So we have a direct connection. There might be somebody in your life already for a long time, or there's growth with this person connected to love. Looking around love. So there's something nagging on you. And this is an energy I can see, because this is your placement. So you worry about something. You worry about an up and down. You worry about something that is a little bit emotional. Maybe you are emotionally a little bit stressed. And it's also connecting to love or something that you love. What I can see here is that there's some sort of conflict especially with the whip here. It means conflict. Maybe there are repeating worries connected to love or something that you love. I'm specifically saying it in this way because, like I said, for some of you this is romance, for some of you this is business. There is something not quite clear, and this is what is worrying you. There is unclarity, which is really challenging for you. There is worry, maybe worry about loss, worry about cutting away something, maybe the worry of loss of stability. Maybe worry because something is nagging on you and it's really hard work. There might be complications and delays that are also part of a karmic lesson, or B, connected to complications and delays are something that is like a burden that you carry. So even though we have the best card of the whole deck here, that's the Sun. You could say the Sun is kind of like blessing the energy of love or something that you love, that you feel passionate about. And you could also say that whatever has been unclear is now being cleared up. But even with the unclarity and what is nagging on you being cleared up, it still leaves us here with an emotional conflict, or a conflict, because there is an up and down. Or there is, for some of you, this is a conflict about money, because we have in the house of conflict, we have finances. And you should be really careful with your finances, with the fox being in this house. Because the fox says, careful, there might be false expenses. Basically, A, be careful in this upcoming months to not just spend your money frivolously. Or B, be careful with your money because something unexpected might come. So, like I said, connected to love or something that you love, finances might play a role, as in conflicting energies. There might be also the energy of feelings, because the fish is an energy where it can say feelings and finances, which is quite opposite of opposite energies. But so for some of you, there might be really an emotional conflict here. Maybe there's something connected to deceit, to not trusting. Could be deceit. You could deceive yourself. Could be deceived from another person. Could be also in this relation, there's something connected to a new energy, to a new beginning, where you might feel a little bit like you need to be careful. Something like that. Let me just have a look. I haven't actually checked if you can see everything here. Oh wow, that's actually quite perfect. Good. So you can see it all. That's good. Usually I always check the camera if everything is on the table and that you can see everything basically in the camera. So yeah, connected to love or something you feel passionate about, I do see there are delays. There might be even delays with an ex. So Scythe can talk about worries connected to an ex-partner, and something is being delayed here. That might be something. I do see, however, news coming in connected to an ending or something that is ending. And I also feel like there's a new journey for you. Like I said, for some of you, romance, or even if your love is connected to your business, that might be something that is very dear to your heart. So I do see a couple of challenges here. I do see you're moving into growth. You're moving into stability or a long-term energy. It might also mean that a specific kind of journey just takes kind of like a little bit longer. But then again, we do have the information coming in. It is something we see here. Information coming in connected to an ending. But this ending is important for a new beginning and a new journey. Like I said, if you let go of something, there is some sort of improvement right ahead in front of you. And that could mean that the challenges here might just be small. But I also feel it is related to something that is ending. Which is interesting, because if you have a look around the cards here, we see an ending and we see the sun. So this could mean that there's an ending that is going to be positive for growth. So an ending here Maybe something coming to light, connected to an ending. Also, it seems like there's a choice, because this is the house of the choice. Something is being brought to light, and then there is a decision, which is interesting because it leads to the first card in the reading. Something being brought to light, there's a choice. It's somehow connected, it's connected to ending, letting go, new beginning, new journey, new goals. Difficult journey, small bumps in the road, but if you let go, it's going to be easier. It might be that you receive some sort of help. This might refer to any topic, or any area of life. There might be some sort of help you receive from a friend, or a friendly energy connected to the conflict that we see here, an emotional conflict connected to success, to love, to something that you love. So I can see that here. We do have stress and nervousness connected to the other person. Maybe the other person is stressed out. That might refer to a separation. It might refer to a withdrawal, to isolation, feeling of being alone. Or it might refer actually to the tower can talk about energies of official governments and structures and offices. So there might be like a very official thing connected here also to the other person. That seems as well, which is interesting because we see this is a topic not just related to you and to work, but also or stability in general, but also to this person here. It seems like a chapter is ending. There's important knowledge connected to, and now we have the tower again, which is spreading in meanings. There's information, there are some sort of facts connected to the government, governmental structures, offices, etc. And it seems again something is ending, something is coming to a close here. Book is closed, the coffin is an ending, and that means there's some sort of new stability at the end of this process, or something is starting new, working on a new beginning, those kind of energies. This message that is coming in could also be connected to finances. It might clear something up. Sun shines the light of awareness. So in the sunlight, everything is visible. So message coming in connected to finances that might show something in clear daylight. And is somehow connected to some sort of transition phase or maybe goal. All right, what else? Checking out the energy of relationships. There is an important connection. There's a decision connected to a relationship, and there's a big change. But this change might have been a karmic change, might have been something that was like a burden. And I do feel like that has already happened. So everything left of you is the past, which I feel like certain things have already happened, but they are somehow important. So what this change in the relationship here, that was maybe like a surprise. There might have been a very mature choice in the past. Maybe time has been ripe. Do you say that? Divine timing. Timing was the right timing for a choice. But then again, I do see change that has been difficult. And also something being like a surprise. And what this does in the future is a challenge connected to this long-term relationship, or to the growth or vitality of this connection or relationship or contract. And there is communication connected to the future. Again, I see this is somehow challenging, or was challenging. A little bit of both, actually, is the vibe I'm getting. So communication connected to the future, something, maybe there's some sort of help or support you received. Maybe something was communicated. Help basically came in. Yeah. In the house of the relationship, we do see the public. So something might get public or into the public, or it could be an open relationship, could be something is being talked openly about, or somehow the public might be involved, because the park is something that is basically everything outside of you. It is the public and how we present ourselves in the public, while the house is more like being private. And I can see this is also connected to this information coming in. So info or knowledge or news is coming in that is connected to you making a choice, or somebody is deciding something for you, and it is connected to the public. So this is something coming towards you, and I do feel like there is some sort of advice you're going to receive connected to this decision. Either this is a decision somebody does in authority from the public, or this is something that you decide, but you're going to receive advice, possibly to make something a little bit easier or better, or to get some sort of improvement in your life. So let's have a look into the finance card. There are a couple of things that I already said. I think there's a happy new beginning in the future, or maybe something that is starting now, something that is very destined. But I do see there's a conflict connected to finances. There is the energy of be careful. There might be deceit in some shape or form. I do see that there's a very destined energy connected to finances, but also to karma. Something is going to clear up through a message coming in. Destined message, destined information. Very important communication connected to finances. Also receiving a letter that holds an important information, that holds important knowledge. Again, this can all, it's funny because this is literally the energy of the Princess of Swords. New information that is also related here very much to finances. There is, or let's say there was, I feel like there was a decision and a change in the past connected to finances. I do see stress and nervousness and insecurities connected to finances that seem to be quite challenging here. So, I mean, this is a monthly reading. So the energies can, of course, be different in a month. But with these energies, I would say just... there is a protective energy. Maybe you need to protect your finances, make smart choices, be clever, be careful. Maybe saving some money might be something that would be a mature choice here. I want to pull one more card as the final card. Is there anything else that you should know? Yeah. We were just talking about choices, and this is literally the card that says it's important to look into the future. It's important to make choices connecting to a direction something is moving into, which is literally what we have here. So make new choices, look into the future. What's the direction you want to move into in your life or in a specific situation? You need to prepare something here. Two of Wands is deciding something and preparing for that journey, basically. And I can see here with all the cards that are surrounding you, there is a new journey. It might be connected to work. Maybe you're working on a new beginning. You're working on moving into a specific direction. There will be small bumps in the road. But I also feel like it's important to let go of something in order to have some improvement in your life. All right, this is your reading for the upcoming month. I hope you resonate with it. If so, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.